TV begins now.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in for the wildest thrill ride of your life. So grab a snack and sit back because we're about to throw it down.
We've got the best three-wide action door-to-door racing on the turn number 4 you'll find on iRacing, right here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
We are about to crown tonight's champion, and it's time to let her dig.
We're restacked and repacked up for turn number 4. Who's it gonna be? Good evening, race fans, and welcome to Full Velocity Racing Network, your source for eSport racing. Tonight, we got on tap for you the dirt track of Charlotte, DWRL, Junk Fabrications, number 72 D-Man, DJ, I should say, Racing. Thank you for tuning in here to the Full Velocity Racing Network, and we definitely got a barn burner in store for you. I'm Todd Stanton, alongside of me here tonight, the big monkey, Rocky Battenfield, joining up here in the booth here for another cameo visit with us. As Rocky, when he gets a chance, he can broadcast with us and doesn't want to be on the racetrack. He's going to be up here. But Rocky, good to have you alongside me here tonight.
As always, it's great to be here, Todd. If I'm going to do it, I like to do it with the best in the business. And, well, Phil's gone, so you're going to have to do for tonight.
That's a good one. That's a good old knee slapper there for you there, Rocky. Getting ready for racing action already. Heat race number 1 already coming to post, starting on the pole. The number 926, that will be Barry Bishop. His dance part of the outside, driving the number 11. That will be Kyle Moyer. Inside row number 2, see Caleb Ramsey aboard that number 13 machine. And the Josh Peacock, number 61P, outside row number 2 in the 4th starting spot. 5th starter sees Justin Pruitt aboard the 07. 6th will be Kyle Surratt aboard number 18. 19th should be Rocky Battenfield, but we're scratching him on the field. He's up here in the booth. He has no business down on the racetrack. And then David Brewer on the outside in 8th. 9th starter sees the Bulldozer Alex Brewer, going to have a long way to hoe with the number 119 of Corey Stansel. Ryan Bronson rounds out the rest of the field. Ryan Bronson and Ron Piles starting a horrible pill draw for Raging Ron Piles and that number 68 machine.
Yeah, there's an old saying, if it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all, and I think that's Raging Ron all day long right there.
Yeah, I think I have to agree with that. Horrible pill draw here. at the dirt track in Charlotte. Don't want to start last. You definitely, I think they're going to take all the cars to the A main, but you want to start up towards the front of the field. Put yourself in that hornet's nest of cars and make sure you're up. Got a good starting spot for the A main, but he might be in a good spot here as he's sitting there in that 12th spot here in heat race number 1. iRacing I flag, green flag getting ready to come out as they're locked and loaded out of turn number 4. Green flags in the air. iRacing I flag.
Yeah, Barrett got him a real good start off of 1, and he's going to go directly to the top, see what's up there. And oh, big slide job by Kyle Moyer there.
Yeah, Moyer wasting no time in that number 11 machine. Here's Josh Peacock, slide job through 3 and 4. Put Josh Peacock back to the race lead. Oh, contact by Ramsey. Around goes Kyle Surratt.
Oh man, they're beating and banging all over the place right now, and one person loving that's Josh Peacock.
Yeah, Josh Peacock right now in that 61P machine, or P61 I should say, holding on to the race lead, but Caleb Ramsey right there. Kyle Moyer and Ramsey make contact over there. Bob Brewer back in the back of the pack. They're
Brewers,
making some more contact. Yeah, they're brewing each other out there, Rocky.
Yeah, Papa Bear wasn't going to get run over by the bulldozer tonight.
No, definitely not. The race leader, Josh Peacock, Barrett Bishop running in that second spot, came down with a win here Sunday night. We'll see what that 926 has in store for Peacock. Now Ramsey diving down to the bottom in that number 13 slide job on Kyle Moyer. And that number 11, here comes Justin Pruitt, who's currently running in that 5th spot.
Yeah, I'm looking back at Ron. He's made his way up to the 8th spot. Just got around Alex Brewer there for 8th, and he's all over Corey Stanzel right now.
Yeah, Raging Rotten Piles, a lot of right front damage on that number 68 machine. It looks like he's used the chrome horn a couple of different times right there with Corey Stansel. And that 119 machine running in that 7th spot. Brewer trying to look down to the bottom. Meanwhile, Pruitt's moved up to the 4th spot. 3 wide. David Brewer trying to split the difference up through the middle of that 319 machine. Going to be able to get by Kyle Moyer. Now he tries for Pruitt over here in corner 1.
Yeah, Pruitt's looks like he's really got that bottom working right now, and now he goes up to the top as soon as I say that. But I think that bottom's starting to really come in, or the slide job line.
Definitely going to see that bottom probably come in there. And Rocky was out there practicing here a little bit early as the track stages changed. It looked like they were able to roll the bottom a little bit differently here. It is Caleb Ramsey right now running in that 3rd spot. Barrett Bishop, your race leader now, as he's sliding by Josh Peacock off of turn number 4 with a white flag in the air. Peacock falls back to that 2nd spot. Caleb Ramsey is running 3rd. Dust starting to fly. But it's Barrett Bishop bleeding down into 1 off of turn number 2 down the back straight away. That 926 into turn number 3 for the final time. Let's see what Peacock's got for him. He dives in as deep as he can down the bottom. Not going to be had. It's going to be Barrett Bishop picking up heat race number 1. That 926. Josh Peacock for 2. Caleb Ramsey for 3. David Brewer for 4. Justin Pruitt, Kyle Moyer, Corey Stansel, Ron Piles, Ryan Bronson. And then you have Alex Brewer, Kyle Surratt, rounding out your 11 cars.
I tell you what, Barrett did a great job getting around Josh there. That's no easy task, and I've had a bunch of opportunities to do it, and very few times does it work. Great job on Barrett there, winning that heat race.
He definitely doesn't make a lot of mistakes, does he, Rocky?
No, Barrett's or Josh he's smooth as they get for somebody that's supposed to retire about a month ago, but apparently he's going to stick around with us.
Yeah, I think he's going to stick around for a long time here. He's definitely having a fantastic time. Is that number 61, Josh Peacock, and definitely one of the best here in the street stocks. I say in iRacing is that P61 machine, but we're getting ready here for heat race number 2. Starting on the pole will be Jordan Cooney aboard the number 40 machine. Outside of him is good old DFAD Derek Fetkenauer aboard the number 86 machine. Inside row number 2, we'll see Jim Revis, the evil one himself, in that number 21, and David Blackberg aboard the number 16, rolling off in position number 4. Fifth starter sees Joshua Wheeler, the Bulletproof Motorsports number 09 machine, and Kevin Prettyman aboard the number 88 in position 6. Seventh sees Austin Miners aboard the number 8, and Matthew Everts aboard the number 06 in the outside. Next row back, you'll see Daniel Stifler, the Iceman, the number 71, and the Hammer, Henry Jones, in the number 25. A shotgun on the field, driving the number 12. That's the Voodoo Child, the BladeNote.com number 12 machine of Eric Eichstad.
Now, Todd, I don't normally do this, but my daughter has been just wearing me out wanting to get her name on YouTube. So, Sydney Battenfield, this one's for you.
Heat race number 2, Sydney Battenfield. So going to be over Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch here tonight, Rocky. The trifecta. Got it out there now.
Yeah, she's behind me in her PJs right now, fixing to watch us start.
I-Racing, I-Flag, green flag getting ready to come out over the field. It's out now. Green flag in the air. The number 40 leading the charge down to turn 1. Derek Fetkenauer up to the top shelf of the Speedway. Jim Revis running in that 3rd spot. Boy, somebody coming up through the middle there rather quickly. That's Austin Miners in that number 8 machine. We'll see what Jordan has here in that number 40 machine. Good to see somebody out in the race lead like Jordan Cutie.
Yeah, and I tell you, Austin Miners, I haven't seen him around much lately. It's good to see him back on the track.
Definitely good to see him there. 3 wide for the race lead. David Blackburn gets a little bit out of shape as he was trying to put it up through the middle. Jim Revis now dives to the bottom side by side for that 2nd spot with Derek Fetkenauer. Fetkenauer up on the top shelf of the Speedway. Here comes the number 09 of Josh Ely, too, into the fray. Almost 3 wide there for the 3rd spot.
Yeah, Jordan right now, he's doing a fantastic job out front. Looks like he's got that bottom line working pretty well. Here comes the evil one, though. He's coming to his outside, and it's going to be a good race.
Yeah, the evil one, Jim Revis, now in a 3-wide battle for the 2nd spot. Derek Fetkenauer lays the bumper, so the 16 goes around and saves it off the bumper of the 09 machine. So David Blackburn going to be able to save it, but going to lose a lot of precious ground to the race leaders. The number 40 continuing to lead, but here comes Jim Revis back to the outside, like you said, Rocky.
Yeah, that was a great job by Blackburn not to go around there. And, well, we got a great one going on up front here. It looks like Revis might actually have a little something on the top and going to be able to get around him. Jordan's done a great job in getting the lead, though.
Yeah, definitely trying a good job to try to get around there. But the number 21 of Jim Revis now able to finally get around that number 40 machine, but he's done a great job holding up in that top 3, Rocky.
Yeah, that bottom looks like it's just starting to go away, and of course it'll be back for the feature here in a couple of laps. They're going to reset this track, and it's going to go right back down to the bottom, and have to work it back in.
Yeah, definitely work it back in, and we have 2 laps to go there for the number 86 of Derek Fetkenauer trying to track down the top 2. That is Jim Revis and the number 8 of Austin Miners. Miners now trying to the outside. White flag going to be in the air here. One more trip around the dirt track. Charlotte side-by-side battle for the race lead. Austin Miners to the top shelf of the Speedway with the number 20 Revis running the middle to bottom groove, trying to hold on to the top spot, but down the back straightaway. Austin Miners prevails here into turn number 3 for the final time. And off a turn, and number 4, Revis tries everything he has, but it's going to be Austin Miners taking down heat race number 2. Jim Revis for 2. 3rd will be Derek Fetkenauer, Jordan Cutie, Eric Eichstead up to 5th, David Blackburn, Josh Ely, Dan Stifler, Kevin Prettyman round out your rest of your field.
I got to tell you, that is one of the best performances I've seen in a heat race by Austin Miners. He come from 7th place to win that.
Yeah, that was a fantastic showing definitely there for Austin Miners coming up, like you said, from 7th. And again, Pat out there asking what the Sending Stars is all about. Sending Stars helps us keep our broadcasting rates cheaper. It helps us keep things going. Upgrades to computers. Helps out in a whole bunch of different ways. If you send the stars, you just click on the star send button. Send some stars our way. You can do as low as 10 stars if you want. It donates right to the Full Velocity Racing Network. If you like what you see, you like what you hear, everything here, it helps us just keep upgrading and making the overall experience better for everyone out there. Race fans, racers, everybody, the sponsors. It just helps us out a ton here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Thank you, Ron Piles, for the star donations. And we get ready for the starting grid here. The Foils Trucking starting lineup going to go away like this. Starting on the pole, driving the number 926, it'll be Barrett Bishop. Outside of him, the number 8 of Austin Miners.
In the second row, we're going to have number 61 of Josh Peacock, and it is outside the evil one, Jim Revis.
Inside row number 3, you'll see Caleb Ramsey aboard the number 13 machine, and Derek Fetkenauer aboard the number 86 in position number 6.
Starting 7th, you're going to have the 319 Papa Bear, David Brewer, and to his outside, number 40. That's Jordan Curti.
Curti aboard the number 40 machine. Then outside, like you said, Justin Pruitt inside in the 07 machine. And outside of him, Eric Eichstead, the Voodoo Child, in position at number 10.
Starting 11 is going to be the 111 of Kyle Moyer, and to his outside, number 16 of David Blackburn.
Inside row number 7 will be Corey Stansel aboard the 119, Josh Wheatley aboard the 09.
15 is going to be Raging Ron Piles, who looks like he's not going to be able to make the start, and to his outside is going to be Daniel Stifler.
You got Ryan Bronson, Kevin Prettyman, Alex Brewer, Henry Jones, Kyle Surratt, Matthew Everett, and, well, Rocky Battenfield up here in the booth. Rounding out your field as we get ready to send these hungry pack of wolves are on their way off of turn number 4. iRacing I flag, green flag going to be in there. Who's it going to be?
Barrett Bishop got a great start going into 1, and Peacock followed him, and looks like he's going to be able to get around Austin Minor there for 2nd.
Yeah, Austin Minor right now holding on to that 2nd spot, but Peacock definitely moving up the track a tad bit. Side-by-side battle for that 2nd spot. Peacock down on the bottom in the P61. The number 8 of Austin Miners, who had a good showing there in heat race number 2, duking it out, battling it out with Josh Peacock. And what a great battle for that 2nd spot.
Yeah, we're going to have a caution on the course here. It looks like Josh Healy tried to cut down and come right across Eichstadt's nose there, and ended up getting spun there.
A tough break, as we're going to try to show it here on a J-Max Journey instant replay here for Josh Healy, and what happened to that 09 machine as he comes out the track. And there was some more contact over there, so there was some huge contact over there.
Yeah, it looked like Eichstadt's going to take the EOL on that one, and I don't know. I kind of disagree. I don't think that was his fault.
Go back through here and see what Eric was going through here. A little bit of contact there. Not a lot of I guess he got into the 07 first of Justin Pruitt before he went across the nose. So he did get into the 07 of Justin Pruitt around he went in and out. So a couple different things happened there, Rocky.
Yeah, the thing at DWR is they give you the opportunity to take credit for the caution, and if you do it, you get sent to the back, but if you don't, you lose your points for the night. Which I think that's a really good way to let the drivers police themselves.
Yeah, definitely. In a type of series like this, the Invitational Series here, like I said, we're under our first Har Motorsports yellow flag of the evening here. And these guys are the Invitational. You have to run through a Sunday night shootout, the BladeNote.com Sunday night shootout, to get invited to this Wednesday league. I know Rocky being a part of this, able to run with these guys, the invite-only league. And you don't have to necessarily be the fastest. You just got to be consistent, have a good head on your shoulders, and you can make this series on Wednesday night as the iRacing I flag, green flag comes out. And this is definitely the top-notch street stock drivers, probably in iRacing. What do you think, Rocky?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I have people all the time message me wanting to know, hey, how do I get into these street stocks? Where's the best places to go? I said, if you want to race against the best league out there, I said, you want to go to DWR and run with those guys because they're clean. It's great competition, and you're not going to have any more fun anywhere else.
Yeah, they definitely put on a whale of a show. Just seeing a wide camera angle as we're panning here, we almost see 4 wide over there momentarily through 3 and 4. But just watching these guys go at it and duke it out throughout the field as we have our cameras right now set on Jim Revis, Derek Fedkenauer, and Caleb Ramsey. Those guys have been fighting it out. They got a tad bit loose there as it looked like Ramsey was going to go around. He was able to save it. But right now running in the 5th position in that number 13 machine, battling it out there with Derek Fedkenauer and Jim Revis and David Brewer into the fray in that 319 machine. You got to look out for him too.
Yeah, and I tell you what, Derek Fedkenauer, he's right there. He's running the bottom, and looks like that crew's already starting to push up a little bit. And looks like the leader is starting to come up on some lap traffic. Who's that, Justin Pruitt up there?
Yeah, Justin Pruitt, the 07 machine, going to be a guy that they're going to look to put a lap down, and I can't believe that already. But he's 3 laps down there in the 07 machine. So that contact and all the damage to his machine, he wasn't able to get back out. But 3 laps down right there in front of the race leader, so threatening to go 4 laps down as 9:26 of Barrett Bishop continues to set a torrid pace here, 19.099 last time by.
Yeah, Peacock and Miners, though, they're right there on him. They're definitely not letting him get away.
And Rocky, that's somebody you don't want to let get away. Is that 9:26 of Barrett Bishop? You want to stay right on his heels because man, that guy's fast.
Yeah, and Barrett's not just fast in the street stocks; he's fast in everything he runs. I've seen him in some of the top-notch leagues in modifieds and late models, and he's right there at the front of everything.
And Josh Peacock keeps challenging here in that number P61 machine. And Austin Miner's not going away either. He's probably the surprise of the night there, Rocky. Definitely having a good piece in the number 8 and definitely making it up through the heat race and putting on a whale of a show here as he gets up alongside Josh Peacock and battling it out for that second spot.
Yeah, Austin's one of those guys that he'll run up front just any chance he gets. It's just he's got to catch a break or two to get a win, and I think he's got a couple over here.
Yeah, he definitely does. It hasn't been this season because this season's still rather young, but here comes Peacock sliding her in pretty deep. They're getting up next to the Austin Miner number 8 machine down the back straightaway. They're just duking it out for that second spot. A great side-by-side battle. As we make our way on back to 4th, it's still Jim Revis, Caleb Ramsey right there running in that 5th spot. You got Derek Fedkauer still trying the outside, trying to roll the outside to try to get it going. Fedkauer I've seen win off the top side here at Charlotte and win on the last 5 or 6 laps. So that number 86 machine, look for him to come on strong towards the last 10 laps of this race.
Yeah, and I mean, we're just, a quarter of the way into this. You're going to see cars setups really take effect as this thing moves on and slicks off, and you're going to see everything go to the top, and then I think that bottom's going to come back in. It's going to give you a really good race there at the end.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. It's the beautiful thing that the groove moves around here in iRacing now, and definitely watching guys go from top to bottom, back to the bottom. The dirt track Charlotte's a really wide track, especially compared to some of the other ones in here, Rocky. And it's a track that I kind of like, but sometimes it's one of those tracks that can also bite you. I mean, the dirt track Charlotte probably not my favorite track. I still like Volusia the favorite. That's my favorite still. So, but the dirt track of Charlotte's inside probably the top 4 of my favorites.
Yeah, and this track, of all the tracks out there, this one probably has the groove that moves around the most. And like right now, you're seeing Peacock. He's trying that bottom out already.
And Josh Peacock got to try something different because he's trying to hunt down the top 2. Is Miners and the 926 of Bishop trying to already start to get away from him there. And you can't do that right now as Peacock's already dropped probably a second off of. Close to a second off. No, it's not even a second off. Half a second off the top 2 there.
Yeah, and the worst thing you want to do here is kind of start getting gapped because the further you are away from the guy in front of you, I do believe there's just a little bit of draft in these cars. So once you kind of lose that, you're kind of on your own at that point.
Jason Salter says, "You Volusia." I like the Golden Gator, Jason. I want one of those darn things. It'd be awesome to hold on one of those. And you watch the races live. It reminds me of my home track, Afton Motorsports Park. Maybe a tad bit bigger, but the shape and the configuration is almost the same. I love Volusia. May not be good at it, but I love it.
Yeah, see, on iRacing, I'm a huge fan of Volusia and Knoxville. I think they put the best races on, especially in these cars, but Knoxville especially in just about anything you run.
Yeah, definitely Knoxville. Knoxville puts on probably the best show. I do like Lernerville now. It's put on a show, but it seems like it's became top line dominant if you can stay up there. The only thing that helps you is that darn embankment there at Lernerville.
Yeah, that Lernerville's one of them tracks that it's a feast or famine up there at the top. I can run pretty good up there, but after about 5 laps, you can almost guarantee I'm going over the edge and going to see how far into the woods I can go.
As they finally caught Justin Pruitt, put him down the lap. Austin Miners has fallen into the clutches of the 61 of Peacock. As now Bear Bishop just seems like one of those old style running backs. He just wears them out, keeps wearing them out, and then finally he's going to break free with that big run, and that's the 926 Bear Bishop. He's wore them guys out there, Rocky. I think he's just starting to pull away.
Yeah, he's one of those guys. He's so consistent, lap after lap after lap, and he's going to find the fastest line. And man, it takes something special to get a win over Barrett. He's just that good.
Still good battle for that second spot. We've stayed on that as they're going 3 wide with a lap car. Peacock right now trying to get back to second there around the number 8 of Austin Miners. And what a great battle there, but Miners has definitely got the top rolling here. So P61 of Peacock trying that middle to low groove, just now working out for him so far.
Yeah, and Josh is one of those guys. He's not going to beat on you to get around you. I mean, he's going to find a way. He's going to do it clean, and he's one of my favorite competitors out there. He does it right.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't beat on anybody, but Caleb Ramsey, we moved on back to Caleb Ramsey there in the number 13 machine, running in that 4th spot with Jim Revis running 5th in the number 21 machine. They've been battling now too there. Jim Revis is definitely no slouch here, definitely no slouch in open setups or street stocks for that matter. But the dirt track of Charlotte, he's definitely locked in a battle for the 4th and 5th spot there. And Caleb Ramsey able to hold the top side, so he's kind of, Revis in the same kind of groove right now. He's waiting for the middle of the bottom to come up.
Yeah, I mean, he's just trying to maintain where he's at right now, and as soon as that bottom comes back in, I think you're going to see a rocket ship out of Jim.
So we'll move back on here, back through the field. David Blackbird, we'd like to show the field here. David Blackbird, not immediately, I thought he was going to run him over.
I think he might have clipped a tire.
Who clipped the tire there, Rocky? Who'd you see?
It looked like Blackbird just barely clipped a tire, at least on my screen.
I'm not 100% positive. He must have. He must have, because he's got a little bit of damage to the left front of that number 16 machine. And I didn't see it. The fans probably seen it. But the 16, David Blackbird right now holding on to the 7th spot. Then you got Josh Healy running in 8th. The Bulldozer, Alex Brewer, up to the 9th spot. With Derek Fedkauer, man, he's fallen back quite a ways. Fedkauer 10th.
Yeah, I tell you, Alex Brewer, he's moved up 10 spots so far tonight. I mean, he's having himself one heck of a run.
Yeah, the Heartland Harley Davidson number 1 machine, definitely fantastic here tonight to running the top shelf. It looks like he's making it real easy there. Definitely that number 1 machine, able to track down the 09 of Josh Healy. Then the 16 of David Blackbird right now running in the 7th spot. So he's tracked these guys down, and now Brewer trying to the inside in the number 1.
Yeah, Alex is he's one of my favorites. There's a lot of guys out there that he's not their favorite, but I've kind of watched him grow over the last little bit, and he's really starting to mature a little, it seems like, and you're starting to see a lot better results out of him.
He's part of Team Dirt Warrior from what I understand now, so he's got some pretty good role models like Jim Revis, Eric Dykstead. Those guys mind their P's and Q's, but they know when to give you the old crap, though, if they have to.
Oh, I got into Jim like 3 seasons ago at Lanier. I'm still hearing about it.
He has a very, very long memory, does Jim Revis. Very, very.
Like an elephant.
Definitely. At least it's not like a goldfish.
Yeah, that's true.
So, you could be either feast or famine there, too. You don't want to be like a goldfish and forget about it like 10 seconds later.
Yeah, I tell you, looking back up front, it looks like Barrett Bishop, he's taken off and kind of stinking this race up. He's got this track figured out.
Yeah, we're on board right now, Rocky, with the Sheffield Graphics onboard camera now, our new sponsor here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Thank you to Sheffield Graphics for coming aboard. But just watching Barrett Bishop go to work here inside his office as he's going down the back straightaway, and just as he peeks down here into turn 3, and he hits the wall just a little bit to give you a little bit of an onside there. It does slow him up a little bit. You can see the RPMs drop a tad bit, but just watch him go to work around this track.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the view from the top, like we get to watch and the fans get to see, they don't realize how bumpy these tracks get and how hard it is just to keep a perfect line like he's doing.
Definitely, it's pretty consistent here through the corners. But you got to thank Sheffield Graphics for the onboard camera here, the official onboard sponsor of the Full Velocity Racing Network, a new sponsor here. So thank you to Sheffield Graphics for coming aboard for that one. But Barrett Bishop is your race leader, like by 2 seconds, and that's huge over Josh Peacock in that P61 machine. Austin Miner's running in that 3rd spot. Then you have Jim Revis running 4th, Caleb Ramsey running 5th. Josh Healy's ran these guys down in that 09 machine. He's running 6th. David Brewer running 7th. And now Alex Brewer running 8th. And David Blackburn down to the bottom. He's trying to wrestle that spot back away from Alex Brewer at number 1.
Yeah, Alex, well, he's just going forward tonight. I'm just so impressed with the run he's having. If there's going to be somebody he puts a little bumper to, it's going to be that car right in front of him there, old Dad.
It definitely would be interesting to see those guys duke it out quite a ways there. Definitely something I want to do is David Blackburn around down into the bottom. That is going to bring out a second Har Motorsports yellow flag of the evening. And I see Blackburn spinning down through. Fedkenauer looks like he's involved in this one too. Derek Fedkenauer aboard the number 86 machine. Something going awry with that car. So we're going to take a look to see what happened here.
Yeah, they Blackburn and Fedkenauer, they just had a little disagreement of space there and kind of come together in the middle.
Yeah, they did. It was definitely, they came together in the middle. I think one coming back down the track, Fedkenauer coming back up the track. They met in the middle. Kind of a racing ordeal, if you want to call it a racing ordeal. I don't think any one of those two drivers at fault. Besides, well, you can put both of them at fault for their own incidences. They were meeting in the middle, disagreement of space, and I tell you, a guy that drove through that thing like a madman, that number 71 machine, that is Iceman Daniel Stifler. I watched him drive through that. Man, what a good driving skill that he has here tonight.
I almost guarantee that he just closed his eyes and hit the throttle and just was able to make it through it right there. Good job.
Yeah, it was definitely close there. He split him. He definitely split him. Showing a real quick again. It's just, he timed that. There was no better way to time that than what Daniel Stifler did. I mean, you can't time that any better. Just they make contact. He goes in the middle. Definitely in the middle of both of them as they're spinning down to the inside. Fantastic job to Daniel Stifler.
Oh, I tell you, Daniel, he's one of the best guys out there, and he's good, he's consistent, and he's just as friendly as he can be, and one of my favorite people in iRacing. He's a great guy.
So we have 14 laps to go. Going to be 13 here at the line with the extinguish of the yellow flag being extinguished here atop the iRacing.com Chevy Silverado. Got to remind everyone and thank everyone for tuning in. Also, star donations, folks, goes a long way here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. We've got some stars. We'd like to see some more stars kick in here tonight on the Wednesday night Street Fights version here. Like I said, star donations, we've been pleasing them here. We got to let Facebook know that we are relevant here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. And ready to go iRacing I flag. Great flag off of turn number 4. And Barrett Bishop assumes the lead. His lead has evaporated, though. Is anybody else going to be able to challenge that 926?
I think if anyone's going to, it'll be Peacock. But, boy, now that we had that caution after that long run, I'm afraid we're going to have several of them.
Another yellow flag coming out. Har Motorsports yellow flag, the third one of the evening. Looks like it may be something to do with Caleb Ramsey.
I was going to say it looked like Caleb Ramsey there. I'm not sure what happened. I just saw his car as we went around him there.
We're going to call that all by a selfie. He ran right up, smack dab into Jim Revis, spun himself out. So all by a selfie, Caleb Ramsey around. And that number 13 machine, that's not the type of TV he probably wanted. He did want to get noticed by just spinning out all by himself after making a little bit of instant contact with that number 21 of Jim Revis.
Yeah, they say there's no such thing as bad press, but I think Caleb's kind of disagreeing with that right now.
Yeah, definitely. I would be disagreeing with it too. Just a quick look here. While we're under yellow flag, Rocky, I'd like to thank our sponsors out here. Got to thank Har Motorsports, iRacing, iFlag, Voiles Trucking, J-Max Strong, J-Max Journey, BladeNote.com, South Texas Speedway, Milner Productions, Milner Media and Design, excuse me, if I want to mess him up just a tad bit. TDR Racing, gotta thank Trash Panda Graphics, 3D Racing, Pit Pass by Katie, JP Designs, Sheffield Graphics, and Cyber Thunder, and also somebody new that's coming aboard, Rocky. I'll let you announce that.
That's going to be the iRacing Dirt Painters Facebook page. That's a group that I actually created, I don't know, 7-8 months ago, strictly for people for the painters to show their stuff and people who wanted to ask questions about paint and all that stuff. I am not one of those people. I created it. I have about 5 guys in there. I said, "This is your page. Do with it what you want." And I'm kind of the silent partner in the whole thing.
But great to have those guys aboard here for the QuickTime sponsor of the Full Velocity Racing Network. So you hear those the guys' name a lot over the next year. So definitely check that out. If you're not on that page, check that out. A lot of great painters out here. A lot of great graphics guys and painters, for that matter, I should say, in the community here for iRacing. Is, man, these cars all over the place. Oh, Josh Ely around in the 09. Did he save it, though?
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be able to save it, and we're going to keep going. That was a hell of a job by Josh.
Jim Revis to second. Oh, David Brewer.
Bulldozer got Papa Bear.
Yeah, I think that was Brewer or Brewer. Man, oh man.
Brewer violence.
Hey, who's going to win that one, though, in the household, man? Gotta think Papa's going to win that one.
Yeah, I definitely got my theories on that one.
As we continue to race here up front, 5 laps will remain here for the 926 of Barrett Bishop. Jim Revis running second. Now you have Josh Peacock running in that 3rd spot. He was not able to get the restart he wanted. Up on the outside, though, trying to gather that 2nd spot back in from Jim Revis. Revis having a good restart. And then number 21 machine, great side-by-side battle, but what that does is let that 926 of Barrett Bishop run off into the sunset.
Oh yeah, Barrett's right now, he's licking his chops watching these 2 race side by side, and I got to tell you, I'm so impressed with the way Jim's able to run that middle groove right there. He's about the only one that's really able to stick it the way he is and make passes.
And it looks like Peacock's struggling a little bit now here towards the last part of this. 3 to go, and Daniel Stifler in the fray too, battling out with Austin Miners. Miners running 4th. Stifler trying to take that spot away, though, and then number 71.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to try that Jim Revis groove right there, right through the middle, and it looks like it's starting to come back, and he's looking for a podium finish.
Yeah, Jim Revis definitely liking that podium finish. Daniel Stifler trying to do the same thing, trying to get a podium finish. It's been a while since we talked to the Iceman, but Josh Peacock, I believe, has other ways and other things he wants to do. He wants to make a podium finish here, too. But white flag going to be out here for the final time. Josh Peacock is trying to trace down that 926 of Barrett Bishop. Bishop smacks the wall a little bit, but I think Bishop just in his own area go tonight.
Yeah, he's going to have to go through the wall to lose it at this point. Barrett coming off of 4. He's going to grab the win. Great job by Barrett Bishop, and fantastic job by Jim Revis there, coming home 2nd, and Peacock able to hold on for 3rd. That's some great racing there. 3 cautions. I'll take that every night of the week.
Yeah, 3 cautions at the dirt track in Charlotte. So we're going to make our way on over to Discord to get a BladeNode.com victory lane here. So we'll make our way on down there. We'll take a brief pause for the cause. Thank you guys all for tuning in. We'll get down to victory lane and let you guys hear our victory speeches here for the top 3 here at the Full Velocity Racing Network, your source for eSport racing. Be right back at you. And welcome back to Full Velocity Racing Network down here in BladeNode.com. Victory Lane with our top three drivers, our top three finishers of the evening. I'm going to throw it down to Rocky Badfield, who's caught up with tonight's third place finisher, driver of the number P61, Josh Peacock.
Hey, Josh. Man, put on a good show tonight. Looks like you had a hell of a car early. Faded a little bit late, it looked like. And I thought you had a real shot to win early and ended up third place. How'd your night go?
I didn't go too bad. I was just telling those guys, I don't know if it was late race cautions, hurt or helped me. I had a pretty good car late. It's just I got stuck racing with Austin for so long I couldn't really. That allowed old Barrett to get about a 2-second gap. And I'd nick it off little by little. But me and you both know that's one driver you're not really going to chase down. But this is a pretty good night overall.
Yeah, I was telling Todd. I mean, Barrett's that's the one guy you don't want to be behind because he's one of the tough ones. But man, the track looked like it went up to the top, and I really expected it to come down to the bottom. And it never did. I mean, did you ever even try it?
Yeah, I tried out, and it wasn't horrible, but unfortunately track did go topside dominant tonight. I think we had a little bit too much humidity in the air. But built that big old mountain of a cushion, couldn't really get off of.
Well, Josh, you come home third place tonight. You got anyone you want to thank, or me in particular?
I'd like to thank all my teammates, Bullfrog Motorsports. The work they do. I give a shout out to my sponsors, Tim Cummings, CCM Custom Graphics and Design. I'll give a shout out to J-Max. Check me out on Facebook at J-Max Strong and Jonathan's Journeys, or J-Max Journeys and Jonathan's Journeys. And also Modern Dude Gaming. He's starting up there, streaming different video games on Facebook. Also check him out at jmaxstrong.com. They're selling apparel to help for his medical expenses. I'd give a shameless plug to JP Designs, putting a badass wrap on the car. I'd thank FVRN for sponsoring us this season. And also for the spectacular broadcast and all the guys DWRL that put the league on.
All right, guys, that's your third place finisher, Josh Peacock. We're going to walk on down the pit road here and talk to our second place finisher, Jim Revis. Had a great run tonight, man. Come from fourth. Car looked really strong late. How'd the track run?
Yeah, track was great. It well, first off, I forgot to reset it for the heat races, so it was kind of dry slick, kind of your track that you like. And then come for the feature. Yeah, come for the feature. Reset 4%, and then as it was going, my setup wasn't that great at the beginning, but there at the end, I couldn't ask for anything better, man. It was just rolling the center. I didn't have to worry about getting up close to the wall. I could leave a line up there, leave a line on the bottom, and coming out of corners, it was pulling great. All attribute to Team Dirt Warrior and us working on setups and all them guys over there for the great help on helping set stuff up.
Yeah, I was mentioning to Todd during the race that towards the end there, you was the first one that was able to run that center line and not have to go all the way up to the wall, and you were making passes, and boy, it was real fun to watch you tonight. You seemed like you was in a battle the entire.
Oh, I had a blast. Everybody around me, like I said, we all raced clean. Couple bumps and bangs, but heck, that's expected in the street stock series. But like I said, nothing major. Great group of guys here, man. You know how they are, man. You can't ask for anybody any better. Respect is great on Wednesday nights. I love my Wednesday night street fights.
Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite times to run to. But every once in a while, I get up here and talk with Todd a little bit and kind of call the action instead of getting to be in the action. But second place tonight, hell of a run. Got anyone you'd like to thank?
Yeah, thanks, man. First, foremost, all the viewers, all the guys that come and runs Wednesday night street fights. I gotta say thanks to them. Guys that do the star donations for FVRN. Team Dirt Warrior course, gotta thank them because we're coming. We're getting faster. We'll eventually, I'm hoping here soon, we'll pull a win off. BladeNode.com, Junk Fabrication, 72 DJ Man Racing, FVRN, Eichstead Wrap, E1G, and I cannot forget, because I always forget, one of the sponsors on the car, and that's the boss. And if anybody wants to know who the boss is, just ask Eric Eichstead and he'll tell you.
Oh, well, Jim Revis, our second place finisher tonight. Great run, Todd. I'm gonna switch it on over to you and let you track down Barrett and have a little discussion with him.
Yeah, Little will probably be it. That's normally when we get down here to Victory Lane. Barrett Bishop, always a man of few words. He's gotten better over the last couple of seasons. He does speak a little bit more, but man, Barrett, another impressive finish for that number 926, taking down another victory here. This time at the dirt track of Charlotte, and again in your own area code, man. You're smooth out there. Tell us about that race.
Yeah, I had another good run tonight. Didn't have the best car at first. I was junk until about halfway when the cushion came in. They were pushing me around there, but they started racing each other, allowed me to get out to about a 2-second lead, and had a few restarts there at the end, and I was just lucky to beat them on a restart there and hold on.
Yeah, you were able to beat them out in the restart and run away. Were you worried when they were right there behind you, Bear? Like Josh Peacock, definitely no stranger, and he always says, "Man, you're one tough guy to beat out there. It's not the guy you want out in front." And even Rocky even says that. But were you worried about any of those guys towards the end of it, or your car just got that good towards? It looked like you were just able to drive away.
Yeah, like I said, when the top came in there, I pulled away, but at first there I knew they were just about to drive around me.
All right, Bear. So we'll give you the microphone. The floor is all yours. You can thank who we'd like to thank here tonight for this big W here. And again, you won Sunday night. Now you're backing up on Wednesday night. We'll see what more you got in store for us here on the Full Velocity Race Network. Microphone's all yours. Take it away, Barrett.
Thank you. HRE Motorsports, Team Friday, Dirt All Access, Oak Transportation, Milner Media and Design, y'all putting on a broadcast.
All right, like I said, I try not to get the Bears a lot here, but taking down the W, he's gotten a heck of a lot better here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Kudos to you, Barrett, on your in-race or on your interview skills, I should say, because you make me nervous now trying to talk to you, because I'm like, man, he's talking to me. Wow.
Yeah, I know.
All right, Barrett. Congratulations. Hopefully we see you down here some more.
All right, thank you, better.
All right, the 926 of Barrett Bishop. I tell you what, Rocky, when I first interviewed him first, he would say, yep, great race. Hey, we can get more out of him now.
Yeah, I kept waiting on him to ask what he's supposed to do with his hands there for a little bit.
He's definitely good, and Barrett's gotten way better at the interviews and taking his time to come down here. But man, that kid has been fast as of late, and like you said, it's not just in the street stocks; it's in everything here that we've seen on the Full Velocity Race Network.
Yeah, Barrett's turning into one of the best all-around drivers in iRacing. I mean, he finishes up front, and I don't care if it's DWR in a street stock or VLR in a late model or a sprint car, whatever he's in. You can almost bet he's going to be a top 5, top 3 car.
Man, you just can't count him out. You can't count out any of these guys over here at DWRL. I mean, Josh Peacock has won quite a few races. Jim Revis has won races. I mean, countless times. You can go up and down this field here, and just about everybody's won one of these races or won multiple times at some of these races. A guy that we've been missing a lot, though, we haven't seen E.J. Jones a lot there, Rocky. He's been on the asphalt side of things, but he won quite a few races, too. So these guys that you go up and down, it's just a matter of what night and what's going to place, what the setup's going to be like for them that they create here on a track like the dirt track of Charlotte. Who's going to win that night?
Yeah, it really comes down to setup and driving style and what the track does that night. And I've been in races where I've won by 5 seconds on Wednesday, come in on Sunday, and I'm a 5th place car. And I mean, everything's the same except for the.
I definitely have to agree with you, Rocky. Echo those sentiments. Even though I don't get to do a lot of the racing, I get to see you guys race and see what's going on. And I've been out there. I got an official 13th place finish at one of these races. Started on the pole, finished 13th. Huh? And I guess it's not too bad, but it's not too good either.
Well, I tell you, anytime you want to race and you got Phil in here, I'll go call the race with Phil and let you go get your helmet on and get on the.
All right, will do. Well, thanks, Rocky, for broadcasting with me here tonight. I know you're going to be broadcasting Sunday night with Phil. That'll be fantastic, too. The BladeNote.com Sunday Night Shootout Series. So we're going to be glad to have you a part of that one, too, Rocky. Definitely great to have you back up here in the broadcast booth tonight.
Yeah, as always, it's great to be up here and call with you and get to call with Phil. You guys, as I always say, you're probably my two favorite guys out there, and man, I just really appreciate you having me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about ready to wrap it up. I got to thank our sponsors here on the Full Velocity Racing Network once again. We got to thank iRacing Dirt Painters. Got to thank Har Motorsports for iRacing, iFlag, Voiles Trucking. Got to thank J Max Strong and J Max Journeys, BladeNote.com, South Texas Speedway, Milner Design, and I'm going to slaughter him. I always do. Milner Productions Design and Productions, whatever we want to call it. We're just going to call it Milner. We're going to call it good old Tubbs. TDR-Racing.net, Trash Panda Graphics, 3D Racing, the official team of Full Velocity Racing Network, Pit Pass, JP Design, Cyber Thunder Racing League, and Sheffield Graphics. On behalf of myself, Rocky Battenfield, and everybody, the whole crew here at the Full Velocity Racing Network, then also got to thank DWRL, all the race fans out there. I'm Todd Stanton signing off, reminding you to keep the silver side up, rubber side down, keep that hammer down. We'll see you Thursday night. It'll be Phil and Jack out there calling the Weather Modified Tour, so it'll be rather interesting here on Thursday night. But until, you're going to see me on Sunday afternoon. So see you then. Until then, good night.